What's up, everybody? Jay here with Jay's Backyard Cooking, and today we're going to get into some Carolina Twinkies. Let's get into it. So what's a Carolina Twinkie, you might ask? Well, it's basically built like a jalapeno popper, but the filling is pimento cheese. Usually wrapped in breakfast sausage, if I'm not mistaken, and then wrapped in bacon. The pimento cheese that we're gonna use is coming from an ex-co-worker, friend of mine, that came out with his own line of pimento cheese. From what I understand, he'd been working on it for a long time. Stores finally started carrying it. I just so happened to have breakfast next door to a Bearings Hardware, which recently just started carrying it. It's Tommy's Pimento Cheese. I'll leave a link to his website in the notes, but I got a tub of the original and a tub of the jalapeno. So I'm gonna do probably 3 and 3 of each. I have 6 jalapenos here, really big ones. I need to get these cored out and we'll be right back. But with these jalapenos, we're just gonna cut them in half. I like to use a metal half teaspoon measuring spoon, and that makes for some really quick work on getting the veins and the seeds out of there. If you're sensitive to jalapenos, make sure to wear a mask, because this will make you cry just cutting it up and cleaning them out. Once the aromas start flying, it can get pretty brutal. If you have food grade gloves, I definitely recommend those, so you don't get the juice on your hands, accidentally rub your face or your eyes. But you see there, half teaspoon, clears it out really, really quick. So I'll get all these cleaned up, we'll get them washed up, and then we'll get them filled. Of course, if you want to have them with a little bit of kick, don't clean them as well as I am. Leave some of that vein in there. And one thing I also forgot is to make sure to keep your halves paired, because you're gonna have to put them back together in a little bit. Just like that, really quick work with that half teaspoon. Yeah. All right, once we got these deveined and washed up, we'll get them dried up. Don't want a lot of moisture in there. All right, we got those cleaned up. Let's go in with the pimento cheese. It's gonna be my first time ever trying it as well, so I have 3 spoons here, one for the taste, one for the taste test. Oh yeah, these are gonna be good. And then again, we're just gonna take some of this filling and smooth it in. Or maybe I'm just gonna overstuff one side. Just like that. And then we'll get the other one and then close it all together. Just like that, just like we're putting it back together. We get another clean spoon to try this side, the original. Oh man, just as good. I will say the jalapeno one has just the right amount of kick to it. Not too strong, not too spicy, just enough. All right, I got these on a plate. I'm gonna set these aside, and let's start on the meat portion of it. Like I said, I think most recipes I've seen, people use, I believe, breakfast sausage. I just so happen to be fortunate enough to have coworkers that hunt. So I have here 2 pounds of ground venison, and I went to the store and bought a pound of ground pork that I'm gonna mix in there. As far as seasoning goes, I'm going to go Tony Saturn's and pepper. That is it. I'm not going to add anything else to it. I'm not going to do any salt in this just because the Tony Saturn's itself is already has a lot of salt in it. So I don't want to take the chance in over salting this. Get this mushed up together. And then season to your liking. If you don't want to use Tony Saturn, you want to use something else, use something else. Again, this is one of those things where I tell you in almost every one of my videos now is I'm just showing you what I do. Not really telling you what to do or how to do it. Just because I like the fact that because I make it at home, I'm able to add what I want, how much I want, and take out what I don't want. I don't have to follow anybody's recipe to the T because I'm making it how I think we're gonna like it. And this is probably too much meat, but I didn't want to take the chance in one, either buying too many jalapenos and not use them, even though I guess I could have pickled whatever was left, or not have enough meat to fully encase them. So I'm not really gonna give you a close-up on what I'm doing here because it's just basically mix. Put as much seasoning in there, mix it up, make sure it's mixed really good. Just like this. Hopefully the 2-to-1 ratio venison to pork is gonna give it enough fat content where it comes out juicy, which it So I'm not sure where it cut off, the camera died, had to get it plugged up. But we got all this mixed up, got it incorporated the way I wanted to. The bacon that I'm gonna use to wrap it came from a local butcher shop here in town, or just outside of town, that I haven't even opened it up yet to see if it's thick cut, thin cut, doesn't really matter. I'm gonna use it to wrap these in. So we'll get the jalapenos back over here and let's get them encased. So with these, just gonna grab enough to make a patty, kind of like you're making a burger. And then we're gonna grab one of these, fully encase it in this venison concoction, as thick or as thin as you want. I'm gonna leave just enough to be able to see the stem. I think I left the stem on all of them. Yes, I did. Make sure we have an even as possible. All the way around, just like this. We'll set this one aside. We'll go on to the next one. Looks like I'm gonna have just enough meat for all 6 of these. Give me another favor right quick.
Yeah.
Will you grab my phone from this front pocket right here? I completely forgot to make my short. If you'll start, like, take the camera and then come around this way.
This camera?
Yeah, video the camera. And then come around this way. Get a good picture of get a good video of the jalapeno. And then of me smushing this, and then kind of pan out to where you see the little Twinkies and then the bacon. Yeah, you're not close as I thought you were gonna get, but it's done already. Thank you.
Okay.
You can put it back. Wow, I didn't think it was gonna take all 3 pounds, but here we are. Really big to kind of small Twinkies. Let's get them wrapped in bacon. Okay, so with the bacon, I mean, there's really no way for me to explain to you how to do it. Just wrap it to your liking. What I'm gonna do is see how many strips of bacon are in this package and just kind of divvy it up. So it looks like normal slice. I'm gonna get it, stretch it out. Got some really good fat on it. We're gonna take one of these Twinkies, start at the top. Probably gonna go 2 strips of bacon per. That should be good. Stretch this one out and start it right where this one ended. Just like that. That big one's gonna take 3 slices of bacon. The last and final part that I'm gonna do today, I haven't seen anybody do, but what I wanted to try is, this is gonna take another layer of seasoning on it. But I'm not gonna do it until tomorrow because I'm going to encase them now in saran wrap and put them back in the refrigerator overnight. Try to get them to kind of harden up a little bit so that they're easier to handle. So tomorrow, when the video picks back up, I'll be unwrapping them, putting another light seasoning on them, and then they'll go in the smoker. Stay tuned. Just like that. It's probably gonna be easier if I roll them on the counter like I had originally planned. I'm not sure why I picked it up and tried to do it, but just a tight wrap. Get all the ends sealed off. And then I'm just gonna go right back into the pan that I already had here. Just like that. Throw them back in the refrigerator. All right, here we are the next day. I got the Traeger going, got it set at 300. We're gonna get these seasoned up. Gonna get them put on the Traeger. I have no idea how long it's gonna take. I have 0 idea how they're gonna turn out, but I do know that I'm going to use, it's very rare on my channel, is a pre-made seasoning. This one is the Honey Hog Barbecue from Meat Church Barbecue. It's supposed to have a little bit of sweetness to it. If you can see, I have used it before. It's pretty good, but again, me and my wife, we really don't care for all these pre-seasonings. We like to just do things ourselves. So I'm gonna get these uncovered, or unwrapped, I should say. We're gonna get a good healthy coat of seasoning all the way around. Just like this. I'm gonna get the rest of these done. We'll be right back. that is hard work. Stay hydrated, folks. Gotta keep the fluid going. Let's take this outside. The Traeger's up to 300. We'll get them put on. I think I'm gonna take them to about the surface temperature of about 165. What I mean by surface is as I'm probing it, I'm not gonna stick it all the way into the jalapeno. I just want to make sure that the outside of all of them get fully cooked. At about the 165 mark, I'll take some barbecue sauce. I believe I have some Kinder's in there. I'm just gonna brush some Kinder's barbecue sauce all the way around them, make them kind of sticky. All right, I got them in. I wasn't gonna bore you with loading them, but just like that, we'll keep an eye on them. All right, most of the Twinkies are getting up to about 165 already. So I poured some Kinder's original barbecue sauce in my cast iron pot here. I'm gonna put this in the smoke and let this kind of heat up while I wait for the Twinkies to hit target. At that point, then we'll brush it on and then we'll go another couple of minutes for it to tack up. All right, we're pushing about 165 on every single one of them, including that real big one. Surprisingly, it's taking every bit of 2 hours to get to that temperature. So we're gonna pull the barbecue sauce out. We're gonna get them all slathered up and let them run for a little while longer. Try to hurry up before the smoke starts back up. It's probably gonna get me though. It's firing up. Okay, got them sauced up. I'm gonna let them run for about another 15 minutes and then we'll shut off the heat. We'll get them inside and let them cool down. All right, I let them go for about 20 minutes. Hopefully they're tacky enough. They all came up to right around 175, 180 internal temp. Again, just on the little rim of meat that I had on there. The venison, the pork. Let's get them off. Let's get them inside. Look at those beauties. They're gonna be, I'm gonna set it over here. Get these off over here. Look at those. Let's get them inside. All right, we finally got them inside. Let's cut them up and see what they look like. I'm gonna get the smaller one here. We're gonna cut it right in half. Ooh, that looks good. Got a nice little small smoke ring right there. The bacon is completely cooked through. I believe we have a winner here. You want to try this or no?
Yeah, but not on camera.
Huh?
Not on camera.
No, I'll be able to edit it.
Oh, okay, I'll try it.
You can throw it right there. All right, will you do me a favor, take a picture of this? Ooh, Lord, those were good. I am gonna say though, the star of today's show, Tommy's pimento cheese. Again, I'm gonna leave the website in the description below, but it's pimentoking.com. Man, it is some good stuff right here. The venison, the pork, the pimento cheese, the bacon, the seasoning came out on point. One thing that I would tell you that I was real surprised that it took every bit of just over 2 hours to get these done, but man, are they perfect. I couldn't have asked for anything better. My wife tried them. Very picky eater, won't eat anything other than cow, chicken, pork, maybe some shrimp here and there. But for her today to have tried boudin, she tried venison, pimento cheese. Man, if she likes it, I won. This weekend for me was a winner all the way around. Thank you, Tommy, for such a good product. Thank you for the folks at work for bringing me venison meat. If you like what you saw here, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and comment. Anything helps. We'll see you next time. You know, folks, sitting here today, I'm reminded that in life, just like in the kitchen, victory often comes from the most unexpected places. Sometimes it's a coworker handing you a pack of venison, Or an old friend sliding you a tub of Tommy's pimento cheese. That good stuff, the royal stuff, straight from the pimento king himself. And sometimes, it's just you, stubborn and determined, refusing to let anything stand between you and culinary greatness. Because on this day, nothing, no doubt, not distraction, not even the fear of failure, was going to stop me from crafting the most mouth-watering Carolina Twinkies the world has ever known. I glazed it just right, seasoned it like a champ, and packed it with molten, lava-level pimento goodness. And when that first bite revealed an ooze so perfect it should have been illegal, even my wife, the ultimate judge and jury and executioner of taste, couldn't deny it. So here's the final thought. Sometimes life throws you wild game and hella good pimento cheese. And if you mix it with passion, a little heat, and a whole lot of heart, you just might create something unforgettable. And when your loved ones take a bite and smile, well, that's when you know you've done something right. So until next time, keep the grills hot and the seasoning simple.